Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Score the Deal. This is Brett here. Wanted to go over the top 10 finds I sold this past week online. If you guys are new to the channel, what I do is I go to thrift stores, other places to buy and sell stuff on eBay, Facebook, Mercari, Poshmark, OfferUp, basically anywhere I can make a flip. I try to do so to bring home some extra money on my end. So if you're new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing. Definitely has helped. My numbers have gone up recently. Still a small guy here on the YouTube, but hoping to grow and make these more videos. But today I wanted to focus on the top 10 things I sold for this last week. My past video was absolutely amazing. I had a week where I sold over $1,000 of profit, which was truly crazy, my best week I've ever done. This week is a little bit of a letdown comparatively, but still had a really good week. Looking at the numbers, I sold 27 things overall. Of those 27, 11 on eBay, 1 on OfferUp, 4 on Facebook, 7 on Mercari, 4 on Poshmark. So you can see I'm really trying to diversify where I'm selling. I'm not having one spot be my main. I mean, eBay is always going to be my number one where I go to for selling, but I'm trying to sell across as many platforms as I can, and it's obviously working. 27 things, only 11 of them came from eBay. So that means majority of my items are coming from these external sites that I've never really dipped my toes into before. It's just another way I can make a couple bucks. But to go through the top 10, number 10 on the list is a pair of Marith Francois pants. Couldn't find any comps on these. I never heard of this brand before. I was in a thrift store, picked them up for $6 because I saw some jeans in that brand were going for 50 plus. Sold them after about a month on Mercari, $30, made $19.48 after fees. Pretty good flip. Number 9, a DeLonghi coffee maker. Pretty common brand, but I guess more of an upscale common brand. Bought it for $10 at a thrift store. Sold it for $42 best offer. Made $16.70 on eBay. So pretty quick, good flip. Took about a week to sell. Next up, a GameCube controller. Also bought at a thrift store. Spent $5. Sold for $25. Sold it same day. Buyer paid shipping on it. Made $14.44 on it. So pretty good clearing right there for a quick turnkey item. Any controllers you see out at the thrift stores, guys, consider picking them up. Most are worth money, and most are only in the $3 to $5 mark when you see them at a thrift store. Next up, pair of Vans Classic Flag shoes. Picked these up for $4 at Value World. They sold in about 3 or 4 days for $20. Buyer paid shipping on Facebook Marketplace. Made $14.41 on those. Next up, spent $8 on the golf ball lot. I posted that in my past video that I made. I found a whole bunch of sleeves of 3 golf balls for $1 each. Lotted them up into 8. Sold them within about 30 minutes on Facebook Marketplace for $25. Buyer paid shipping. I made $15 real quick. Maybe could have made more on those. I'm not sure. I'm not a big golfer guy, so maybe I could have made more, but still like the flip. Next up, number 5 on the list, a Teddy Bruschi jersey. I spent $2.50 on this. You probably saw it in the last video. Sold it for $30 on on Poshmark. Made $20.93 profit on that. Number 4 on the list, I paid up on this from a few videos ago. It was a Minnesota Wild Coho vintage jersey. I spent $14 on the jersey. However, it sold today on Poshmark for $45. Buyer paid shipping, so cleared $20.84. Definitely a cool flip. This pair of shoes I bought yesterday. I listed I listed today, and they sold in about 30 minutes today. New Balance 850 V5s, bought for $5. Sold for $30 on Facebook Marketplace. $22.17 profit. Super clean pair of shoes. I knew they'd go quickly. Maybe I could have listed them for a couple bucks more. But I'm just trying to turn these items over as quickly as possible. I mean, 27 sales a week, trying to churn these guys out. A lot of small value items. I mean, the biggest items, that was the 3rd biggest item I had of the week, and it was a $22 profit. So number 2, this was a fun, not really fine. These were given to me. They're actually going to be thrown away in the trash. A set of hummingbird feeders. I sold the set of 4 hummingbird feeders on OfferUp for $45. They shipped actually out to California. Buyer paid shipping, so I made $39.20 on those. Really cool vintage glass hummingbird feeders. If you're into that kind of thing, I've always had hummingbird feeders at my house, so I thought these were pretty cool. And then the number 1 thing I had of the week was something I actually bought in November of last year. It was a set of Bowflex weights, those adjustable dumbbells you can't get anywhere right now. I spent $369 on them. sold them for $435. So I cleared $66, and those were sold on Facebook Marketplace. I met the guy locally at my local grocery store. He paid me cash. Cash is always king. And so from these top 10 items right here, like I said, not a super impressive week, but just from these top 10, I netted $250 profit just from those. And overall, from the 27 items that I had from this week, I made just about $450 to $500 from everything. So nothing extremely crazy. However, a $500 week. No huge item, no $100 teapots as I had last week. No knife sets I'm finding at Burlington Coat Factories. None of that, just simple bread and butter items. $8 to $10 profit here, $15 there, $20 there. It all adds up. It's really nice when you see these videos and they're finding these banger deals where they're making $50 every single time. But for the average person, when you're walking into the thrift store and you're trying to get started, these are the kind of items you want to look for. T-shirts you can make $10 on. Shoes you can make $15 on. Jerseys you can make $15 on. And so these things start to add up. Not only am I able to build my eBay store, I have about 200 things listed right now. I'm making consistent sales, I'm making consistent money, and my revenue is starting to grow this year. I have a goal to try to get as close as I can to $20,000 on the side from everything I'm selling online, plus my sock business that I run on the side. I'll link my sock business right here. Shameless plug, go to thestatemate.com. Pick yourself up a pair of state flag socks. But trying to sell as many things as I can. Obviously, I want to get to a point where I can start being a little bit more picky and choosy. Those $8 to $10 items are great, but if I can get a nice repertoire of 200, 250 items listed online where I'm making $25, $30, $35, $50 an item, that's great. But I'm starting to build myself up. And as I'm trying to build my store, I'll start to weed out those smaller items, but don't discount those smaller items. I mean, a lot of the items I'm selling, yeah, I'm making $6 to $10 each on some of them, but they sell in a day, they sell in 2 days, they sell in 3 days. So in a week, you pick up a couple of those items, you take 2 pictures, you snap them up, boom, boom. You make an extra $25 a week off of really no work at all. Most of them fit in a flat rate envelope. They don't take up a lot of space in the house. I have them picked up at my doorstep using USPS pickup most of the time. So it's not a lot of work for me, and they add up to pretty big profits over the course of time. So hopefully you guys go out there and continue to flip. What do you think about the stuff I sold? Anything super cool? Anything kind of lame? Do you think my strategy of buying and selling these small items is cool? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down just to react on the video, or just throw a comment just saying hi. Appreciate it all. I'm trying to do as many of these as possible, and hopefully you enjoyed what I did this week. Come back next week to see what I sold. Thanks so much, guys.